Start by standing with your feet hip-width apart. Roll down, walk your hands forward into a plank, lift up the right arm, then the left, and push back, walking your hands towards your feet, then repeat the exercise. Keep your belly button tucked in and pressed against your spine throughout this exercise to engage your core muscles, and remember to breathe the whole time. Sit down on your heels, feet are hip-width apart, knees bent and wider apart. Stretch your arms forward as much as you can. Elevate your hips, stretch both legs and lift your heels off the ground. Tuck your chin, tilt the pelvis backward and push your body forward into a wave, slowly dropping the hips, chest and then the shoulder blades, with the chin being the last one to come up. Reverse the movement, tucking your chin first, driving shoulder blades apart and waving back into starting position. Repeat and breathe. Move into a tabletop position and lift your knees off the mat. Lean onto the right arm while twisting the body to the left side. Then stretch your right leg out to the left side, keeping it parallel to the floor. Return to a tabletop position and repeat on the other side. Sit on the left side, supporting your body with your left arm, keeping your spine in a neutral position, the right hand resting on your hip. Lift your pelvis towards the sky, extending the legs, then lower it to the mat and bend the legs. Change sides and repeat the same exercise. Kneel hip width apart, pelvis and spine are in a neutral position. Shift your weight to the left. Lean to your left hand, extend the right leg and keep it parallel with the floor. Push the right leg forward with a pointed foot, then push it back with a flexed foot, maintaining stability in your shoulder blades and controlling the stability of your pelvis. Don't forget to breathe. Change sides and repeat the same exercise. Move into a seated position and grab hold of your feet or ankles. Tilt back slightly until your feet come off the floor. Then straighten both legs up to the sky in a V position. Bend your legs and return to the seated position with your feet hovering above the floor. Repeat and breathe. Move into a low plank and dip one hip down towards the ground. Then rotate the hips to the other side and down towards the ground. And change sides. Breathe throughout this exercise and really keep your belly button tucked in and pressed against your spine the whole time. Lie on your left side in a slight moon shape. Arms are behind your head and the head is resting on your left elbow. Lift the upper leg to the height where the pelvis remains stable. Push the upper leg forward with a pointed foot, then back with a flexed foot. Maintain stability in your core and don't forget to breathe. Repeat the same exercise on the other side. Move back into a seated position. Lean back and transfer the weight onto your hands. Arms are wider apart, palms and fingers are turned away from your body. Lift your legs off the ground and circle them anti-clockwise, then hold them at the top and circle them clockwise. Breathe and alternate sides. Keep your belly button tucked in the whole time, pushing your shoulders away from your ears. You can modify this exercise and make it easier by circling with your knees bent. Lie down on your back with your belly button tucked in and pressed against your spine. Arms are hovering by your side. Bring your chin to the chest and flex the torso until the lower edge of the shoulder blades are lifted. Actively bring your left leg towards the chest while the right one is extended just above the ground. Breathe and switch legs. You can make this exercise easier by resting your head on the ground. Stay in this position, but place your feet on the mat. Knees are bent. Extend your arms forward and draw a circle. Then return to the starting position with the arms resting on your knees. Breathe and continue with circling. It is very important to keep your belly button tucked in the whole time. Remain laying on your back with your spine in contact with the mat in a neutral position. Simultaneously, bring both legs to a 90-degree angle, keeping them straight. Engage your abdominal muscles as you lift your pelvis off the mat, raising the legs overhead until they are parallel to the ground. With your exhale, bring your legs to a 45-degree angle and repeat the exercise. Breathe and keep your core engaged the whole time. You can modify this exercise by keeping your knees bent the whole time. It is very important to finish this workout with some stretches. Lie on your stomach into a cobra pose. Arms can be slightly bent or straight, depending on how stretched you are. In any case, keep your shoulders away from your ears. Relax and breathe here. If the pose is too intense for your body, you can always modify it by dropping down onto your elbows and stay there. From here, gently push back into a child's pose to reset. Breathe and relax. Lift yourself up and sit on your heels. Bend the right arm behind your head. trying to reach the opposite shoulder blade with your right hand. The elbow is looking up into the sky, chin is lifted. For additional stretch, gently press the right elbow down with your left hand. Now repeat the same stretch with your left arm. Give your arm some additional stretch by bringing it in front and across your chest. Then shake them off. Thank you for joining me in this workout, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check my other videos.